Welcome, everyone, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin, and I'm your host. This week's episode, tonight's episode, today's episode, whenever you are listening to this episode, is with Johnny Tuesday, a local QC underground legend himself. We talked about his new lifestyle changes that he has implemented, and he is trying to live a more sober lifestyle. We talked about that quite a bit, and we also discussed a few other things, such as being an entertainer and entertaining after you've gone through something or if you're just having a bad day. We also got into talking about substance abuse in general and his battle with nicotine and quitting cigarettes, which I've heard from multiple people is very difficult to do, and losing control and the fear of losing control when it comes to substances. So there's more to that. Also, disclaimer, if you're someone who does not like the use of drugs in any form and don't like hearing about it, there was some discussion of psychedelics and also psychedelics in the realm of mental health as well, because there has been studies in regards to certain things such as mushrooms and ketamine and their benefits to certain mental health diagnoses, I should say. So wanted to put that out there before you got any further. This was a great episode recorded on a Tuesday with my buddy Johnny Tuesday. This is episode number 69 of the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. Welcome, everyone, to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. My name is Colin, and I'm your host. Today's episode is with Johnny Tuesday. Johnny, thank you for being here today. Yeah. On a Tuesday.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah. I was like, we got to record it on a Tuesday if we can.
It's fitting.
It just makes sense. Yeah. Well, Johnny, before we get started, you're a man that does a lot as well, many hats. So it's better for you to introduce yourself and let people know what you do. You're originally from around the Quad Cities, right?
Yep. Born and raised, born in Davenport, but grew up in Long Grove, a little bit outside the Quad Cities.
Okay. Which high school did you go to?
North Scott.
North Scott.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah. Good old North Scott.
Didn't enjoy it.
Didn't enjoy it?
No? I didn't enjoy high school at all. I didn't enjoy school at all.
Me either. Yeah, I wasn't not a big school guy myself.
It was not exactly it was a very preppy class, and I was kind of a loner and kind of a weirdo, so didn't quite jive with a lot of the people.
So, we met from doing comedy, but I mean, obviously you do stand up as well, but you kind of jump around the entertainment scene a lot.
Yeah.
So you do a lot of stuff at Skellington Manor, right?
Yep. Started there about, I want to say 6, maybe 7 years ago. Just work on the haunt. Scaring people, I love it. It's kind of a form of therapy, I'd say, a lot of the time. It's better than therapy, just it's a release, being able to scare people, and they love it too. So
yeah, that's what they're there for.
Yeah, love doing it, and then work escape games there too.
Okay. So Skellington Manor, for people that aren't from the Quad Cities that listen, what all do they do at Skellington Manor? It's a variety of things.
Yeah, event center. So we do murder mystery dinners, the escape games, the haunt, and coming up, which we're getting kind of geared up for. Weddings, quinceaneras, occasional one-off shows. Several years back, I did it was called the Psychedelic Circus, which was a mixture of 10 EDM artists, 3 bands, and 10 burlesque dancers or something like that. It was a huge little thing, and that was a blast. But yeah, They do a little bit of everything now.
Yeah, it seems like it's like they just max out whatever event they can do,
Yep.
which is a good idea. I mean, if you're an event center, you shouldn't turn down anything for the most part.
It's always something fun.
Yeah, it's always something interesting. Yeah, I've been to a wedding there, and I've also been to the haunted house that they do every year. So
Oh, yeah, we switched a lot up. We switched the whole flow this year. Added in, we redesigned countless rooms. Like I just came from there actually not too long ago, and we're actually really excited because we added in so much stuff, and it's just going to be a whole different experience for people as far as the flow going through and stuff.
do you help with the build too?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, we built. Actually, I helped a guy build a house inside the house. So there's
Okay.
a giant house. Our house in the middle of our house. It's but we did that, and then I'm working on kind of redesigning my eyeball room right now, which is just a room kind of covered in eyeballs, googly eyes.
Yeah.
And we're adding in a bunch of TVs, which are going to be stacked throughout the room with weird
Like old
eyeballs
TVs?
on them. Yep, old like CRTV
Yeah.
type of thing. And what I want to do, really, if I have time, is make what's called a Pepper's Ghost illusion. And you put a TV where the monitor is facing up, or the screen, and then just put some, like let's say a snow globe on the top, and a little piece of transparency paper on it. That'll just create a hologram right there of whatever's on the screen, as long as there's like a black or white background. I can't remember which. So I want to have basically a bunch of floating eyeballs, kind of.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. It'll freak people out. I know that.
That place has been better. I've only been there a couple times, but it's enhanced every time.
Yeah, we just had our open house, so it's kind of like everybody, if you're new, can come in and check out the place, go through a quick tour, and we get some new people every year. So we're looking forward to gearing up.
Like open house as far as new people that want to help, or like okay, like I want to work there
Yep.
for just the season or whatever.
Yeah, usually it's we have. I want to say the cast varies between 50 to 100 people, give or take, depending on each year, availability and stuff. Not everybody can work every weekend, but we always need bodies.
Because the people I know that have worked there, they work there just for like very seasonally,
Yeah.
like October-ish
Yep.
time, and
90%, would just be like it's a more of an independent contractor where it's just this couple weeks or whatever. So. But we always love having people because we're always looking for crafty people of any sort, whether they be builders or seamstresses, because we're always looking for outfits, different things like that. And craftier the better.
And you've been doing that for, you said, 7 years, about that?
About 6 or 7, somewhere around there.
What were you doing before then?
Before that,
Variety of things.
So before that would be, I started at the Speakeasy.
Oh, okay.
Doing lights and sound for Bottoms Up Burlesque it would have had been about 10, 11 years ago now, give or take. I didn't know anything about sound at all, but they needed somebody, and
you were available?
And I was a body.
Yeah.
And never left. Learned a shitload there, just watching shows over the years, and gradually started doing the drag shows, the comedy shows, working sound and stuff for them. And, eventually just kind of moved on to... I do like trivia and music bingo and stuff at places for another company, Think and Drink Entertainment.
Oh yeah, to you and Elrod, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, which that's been a blast too. Like I love the place. It's a great place to work for, and it's a pretty cake gig actually. It's like
you just gotta
I
be
show up
there and have fun and
say some stuff, have fun, make sure people are,
having a good time and not cheating.
That's something I didn't expect. How many people will cheat at trivia
It's
for
like
a $20 gift card?
Yeah, it's like you're not.
This isn't life or death type, and it's like people you wouldn't expect either. Like they'll be 70-year-old couple, or I'll see them sneaking on their phone, looking at each other like,
Come on. Yeah, that's the thing with trivia now. Everybody has a phone, so you gotta monitor the phone use.
That and the Apple Watches get me, because sometimes people can I'll be saying the question, and then I'll be like,
yeah, they'll record you. Yeah. Oh man. So you've recently had some lifestyle changes that we wanted to talk about. Recently, so are you currently sober, or are you just kind of dabbling with the cutting back on drinking, or?
I'm sober adjacent.
Okay.
Like, I've been toying with the idea of, so there's like the sobriety model versus the harm reduction.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yep.
And I'm kind of floating between that. Because initially I wanted to go 100%, nothing, completely sober.
Yeah.
And that includes cigarettes, weed, alcohol, and cocaine, which is the main things I do.
Yeah.
And since then, that was, let's see, I decided I was going to start on my birthday. And this is just a challenge to myself. I wanted to go about 6 months and just to see
what happens.
myself. Yeah. And since then, let's see, it's been about how many days? What's the day, like the third? No, it's like the 17th.
Okay, so over 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. Yeah. I did have one, like a cheat day, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah.
Where, because I went up to Des Moines for a concert and to Adventureland and stuff, so I'm not going to count that day.
Yeah.
Because, I did some stuff there. But beyond that, it's been like like maybe 2 or 3 shots, 0 drinks. As far as cigarettes go, I cut down to, I was about a pack a day.
Okay.
And I would say about overall maybe a third or quarter pack a day, somewhere around there. Because initially I was doing none, but then my brain was like,
oh yeah,
after a couple
that'll.
days,
Yeah.
wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
So I needed something, and cigarettes, I guess, is kind of the hardest one for me, at least for sure.
How long have you been smoking cigarettes since you were a kid? Like teenager? Or?
Probably, yeah, I would say about 16, 17, somewhere
Yeah,
around
yeah.
there, give or take. Yeah, but and then like maybe a line or two. But other than that, I haven't done anything. Which, in comparison, those 2 weeks, like I would have had.
I think I saw a tally that you had up.
I'd never tallied it up before. It didn't occur to me how much I
You
was
were consuming,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, I would have been about 30 to 50 mixed drinks a week. Another 20 shots on top of that. Probably an eighth of weed. Probably a good at least a gram of coke. And then at least a pack of cigarettes a day. Which once I added it up too, that was like holy shit, kind of an eye opener. Like I'm really doing that much. Like why would I shouldn't need that much to live. Like
Yeah.
or live, but to enjoy myself, to have fun. But I don't really need any of it to have fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of an eye opener, definitely seeing that list.
Yeah. When you put it in front of you and you're like, oh, okay, that's a little excessive.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I want to challenge myself, cut back, and see just for myself, because I could see it developing into like where I'm on the line of, if I'm drinking that much, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But I don't want it to turn into a
Dependency issue.
Yeah.
Where
And
it's like,
I could see it heading that way, so I want to stave that off as best I can.
yeah, if you can see the
writing on the
downhill slope
Yep.
before it happens,
Yeah.
the earlier the better. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because you don't need to. Some people always, I've heard a phrase that gets misused a lot is like you have to hit rock bottom. Like, well, technically,
There's always lower.
there's different levels of a bottom, if you want to put it that way. But
Sure. Yeah, I'd agree.
not everyone has to like be at the bottom, under a bridge.
Totally. That's a big thing too. Like, what's gonna work for one person?
Exactly.
Versus complete abstinence versus harm reduction is not gonna.
Yeah, because there's some people like that. I go to meetings, and not everybody's like this, and I'm definitely not like this. Like where like people think this is like the best solution. Like, yeah, it's the best solution for you.
Exactly.
And I recommend people, try whatever they want to try out. Not everything is going to be. There's a reason not everybody. There's a reason I go to a meeting and it's not full every time I go.
Oh.
Well, there's multiple reasons. there's people who have a problem and they just won't go, and then there's people that other things work for them. Some people, are just like, oh, I just can't drink, and they can handle smoking weed every once in a while. See, I wasn't that person. I just decided, maybe, in the back of my mind, I was like, maybe I could be that person, but it was just easier for me to cut it all off.
Yeah.
The way I was living, I was just like, I just went the full, like, I'm done with it. It's a complete lifestyle change.
Oh, yeah.
And it was for multiple reasons. It was like, the mental reasons, and also just like, and the money, dude. Like,
Yeah.
the money was a big motivator. It's like, dude, you have nothing to show for the last, I don't know how many years.
Yep. That's been a recurring thought for myself, which is why, hey,
It's expensive lifestyle.
Which don't get me wrong, I love having fun, but it's one of those things where it's always one more.
Yeah.
Like, once I get started, and I can't be doing that anymore. Like, I want to have some money, have some fun doing other things, which I'm seeing a lot more opportunities now to do that.
Have you started doing anything different? It's like hobby wise to like occupy your time.
I've been gaming a lot more.
Okay.
Which I used to do super often, but kind of fell off after a
PC or
I wish I had a good PC setup, which I'll actually hopefully have the money to get one now pretty soon. But no, mainly Xbox.
Xbox. Okay. Yeah. I used to play. The last system I owned was a 360, and I had a couple of them break. The Red Ring of Death or whatever.
Yeah, I got one of those.
And then I was like, I'm done. And then I just stopped gaming after that. I'm one of those people where I like gaming too, but I could use it as an escape as well. So you got to kind of like
Very true.
keep that on because it's
too.
very. I mean, it's super fun. But it's
easy to sink into your time.
It's easy to just be like, oh, what happened the last 3 hours?
Oh, shit, it's 3 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, I should have gone to bed 2 hours ago. Yeah, but
to be fair though, spending like $60 on a video game and staying up playing that till 3 a.m.
Oh yeah,
buying
the trade-off. For sure.
It's also very true. It adds up to your time too, and it's escape to some degree from.
Do you play games like online with other people, or
I used to play a lot of online poker back in the day, and that was the main one. Which I still have a lot of friends from like a decade ago, just online and stuff that I'll still hang out and do that occasionally. But for the most part, I play like single player role playing games like Fallout, and Oblivion, or Skyrim, and stuff like that.
Okay. I used to play online poker a long time ago. Then there was like a huge like ban.
Yeah, I think certain states too, but
yeah, I don't know what the rules are anymore. Because I talked to somebody else the other day. They're like, yeah, I've been playing online poker. I'm like, I didn't know you could play online poker anymore. Because I used to, like, back when they had, like, Poker Stars. And
Oh, yeah. No, I love it. We played Full House Poker back in the day on Xbox all the time. And it wasn't actually real money. It was just, fake money. But I made several fake $1 billion.
Several fake $1 billion. Fake billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Well, money isn't real anyway, so it's fine.
That's exactly.
So we could go down that rabbit hole if you wanted to. But, another thing you wanted to talk about is, which I can definitely relate to, is like being an entertainer and, having, off days where you're just not feeling it. You had something go on, or you're just in a bad mood, and you still have to like be there and show up and entertain and put on the mask or put on the face and do what you got to do. So describe what that's like with you, like when you're trying to do, whether that's like an escape room or doing the haunted house or doing a dinner or whatever.
Yeah, because most of my gigs are dealing with the public for the most part, or talking to people and trying to get them hyped. So when you're not hyped yourself, it's very difficult.
Oh yeah, I bombed the other day, so yeah.
Okay, I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah.
But once that initial, if you're not feeling it, it's so difficult. It makes me feel even worse actually sometimes having to fake that.
Yeah, because you feel like kind of like.
But it's the job though. I mean, it's what you're there to do. You want to make sure everybody else is having fun. But I don't know. It's probably not very healthy to do that. But then there's another way of looking at it where it's a fake it till you make it. And
you're getting through it. You're doing what you got to do.
So it's I'm kind of on the fence as far as my thoughts on if it's good or bad. I know I don't enjoy it, but I'm not often in a terrible mood, but
yeah, it happens.
But it definitely happens, and when those days do come along, it's excruciating going through that, like, because I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like it's probably people are super aware of it too, because I'm not the same. Like I'm usually pretty quiet anyway, but I'm not able to be as bubbly as whatever it might be, and it just kind of takes a toll a little bit some of the time.
Would you say it's like a little bit of like depression, or just overall, just maybe just having a bad day?
A little of both, probably.
Yeah. Have you ever been diagnosed with anything, or?
Not really.
Not really?
I've never really gone to shit. I haven't been a doctor in a long time.
Long time.
But yeah, I would say it's probably a wave of depression, which I feel like comes. It's like the weather. Where you can't necessarily predict it, but you can say there's a certain percentage chance, or that day I'm going to be feeling a little down, and with the way things are already booked in advance and stuff, you don't know how you're going to be feeling on any given day. So
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
It's difficult to say.
Yeah, and then I mean, obviously, it's been the last year's been pretty rough on many people within our community. And with with losing Brad, and then obviously right after losing Brad, you had everything going on at Skellington Manor at the same time. So that was kind of
that was harsh.
That was probably tough, and he was involved with that. So part of you was probably like he would have wanted you to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
because he would have.
Then the other part's like, this still sucks.
It goes right back to what we were just talking about. It's hard to get in the mood when you've had horrible shit happen. Just recently. But we got through it, and he would have, without a doubt, wanted us to scare the shit out of it. Like, he was always dropping people. He was usually at the very end of the haunt.
I remember.
We would kind of keep track of how many people they dropped each year, and I know he would always just drop people to the ground constantly, because
like scare them so bad that they would just like fall back.
Yep. Yeah.
Because would he pop out?
Yeah, and he's a huge dude.
Yeah.
And he was all in his big clown get up, giant like hammer, and
he already had a big head anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, he was great at that. Like, I miss that stupid bastard.
Yeah. He definitely went all out with that for sure. And he went all out like when he started doing comedy too, which was funny.
He shocked me doing comedy.
You didn't expect him to ever do it?
I didn't expect him to. Yeah, but same with karaoke. Like he was resistant to that forever, and then finally he did get up and do it, and he kicked that. He would always do That's Life. Sinatra was one of the My Way. Yeah.
Oh,
My
yeah.
Way by Sinatra.
Yep.
That was one of his biggest ones, and he would kill it. And same with comedy. Like, he shocks me. Like, you don't see a lot of people go up their first time and do decent or even great.
Even okay.
But he did pretty fucking decent for his first time. I was like, damn, he had a whole clipboard. He was all prepared and stuff. I was like, damn, okay, he's taking it seriously.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing people go up for the first time and just like, I've seen people go up for the first time and just kill. I'm just like, man.
Yeah, I know.
You kind of hate them for it, and at the same time, you're like, okay, it's a mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I've been doing this for like a year or two. But at the same time, it's like some people are just better at, and also, beginner's luck.
True. Okay, that's very true too. Because I've seen those same people. They go up that first time, they kill it,
and then the next
their
time,
head's all big. They're like, I'm great, and they come next time, and it's like
humble.
cricket, and it destroys them.
You need that in comedy. Yeah, like I had that happen the other day. Like I was in Chicago, and I'd never performed. I didn't think about it until afterwards, but I went to an open mic where I knew no one.
Cool.
I didn't go with anyone that I knew, which is cool, but I didn't realize how much pressure that put on me. Thinking like, oh, I need to impress these people that I don't know. I had that behind me, and then it was just like my timing was off, and I had a couple jokes land, but overall it was like, ooh. Yeah. But luckily I didn't go to Chicago just for that. Like I went to see my nephew, which was cool, and then that was just an added bonus. So I was like, so it wasn't like a 2.5 or 3 hour trip just to bomb.
That would have hurt.
I've heard people do. I've heard people do that. It's rough.
I've seen people do that. I've done that.
Yeah, it's like oh. But as far as the withdrawals, you brought up withdrawals when we were talking earlier, and were you talking about from nicotine specifically, or from drinking, or
just nicotine? Like I've never had any real cravings for anything else. Like the only thing I'll do by myself is smoke cigarettes. Like I never drink alone. I never, almost never. Well, no, I do smoke some pot alone, but other than that, I'm a social drinker, social smoker, social snorter, and the withdrawals from cigarettes were definitely the worst. Like after 48 to 72 hours, something like that.
with 0 cigarettes?
Yeah, my head was like, I was describing it like it felt like an Ocean Gate submersible. Like it was starting to fucking, the pressure was,
Okay. Were you like sweating and
just a headache.
Headache, yeah.
But then I'm trying to like, for a while I was trying to Pavlov myself with the worst cigars I can find, like some Black and Mild. I'd go to the gas station and be like, hey, give me your shittiest cigar, Black and Mild, whatever you got. Whatever people don't buy, whatever sells the least.
Yeah.
Give me one of them. And I'd go smoke it, and it'd be just so damn bad, but I'd force myself to smoke the whole thing just to start associating the taste and the smell and and it did. It was effective for a little bit, and I mainly did it just because I needed something to smoke to get rid of the headache from it.
Yeah.
And the other ones, though, I think I didn't have enough of a dependency or whatever, where I was mentally able to just say, I don't really desire or need those things anymore. But the nicotine, definitely physical withdrawal. That ouch. Yeah, so I've been smoking a little bit here and there as far as cigarettes, like a third of the pack, which I need to again cut back on, but we'll see.
That's honestly like very common. Even like I know people that have quit like hard drugs, but the cigarettes or the vaping,
the legal shit, it's weird.
It's just nicotine, man. It's so addictive.
Yep.
They've even said I can't remember. I've heard it say that it's like I've heard it said that it's addictive as heroin.
I've heard that too many times, and
I believe it. I'm talking
too.
to people.
I've never.
I mean, the withdrawals probably aren't as bad.
A couple times, but I've never. That was like a one-off once here and there, and it didn't really. I didn't enjoy it, but cigarettes, I cannot. Can't quite knock it yet.
Yeah, but you're working on it, and you're aware of it. That's a good thing too.
Definitely, consciously. I never. When you make a conscious choice to quit, that's another thing too. I noticed when I kind of started talking about quitting, talking about sober up, I noticed a lot of people had also started to message me like, I'm proud of you and stuff, but also people that were smoking constantly or drinking constantly and stuff, they were also saying, that's awesome. I'm about to do that myself. And it's kind of awesome. It's inspiring to kind of, not inspiring, I don't know what the word is, but it feels nice to know that you could be kind of a role model or kind of a...
Yeah, it's motivation.
Yeah.
You said something when you were messaging me about ideas, what do we want to talk about? You said something about the negatives of it as well, in addition to not addition.
Yeah.
As well as the positive.
When you first quit, and you have a lot of people that are around that are doing the same things.
Yeah.
They're going to either be like, okay, that's awesome, I'm proud of you, or they're going to be like, oh, you fucking pussy, here, get a drink, get a shot, and whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot more of those than I expected.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't quite realize. And it's not, there's a lot of people that just, didn't realize, and they'll offer me a drink, whatever, and be like, no thanks, I'm good. And they'll, for the most part, people are pretty cool, but a lot of people, they'll, no, let's have one more day, let's go, just one more day where we go all out and then be done. I'm like,
the one more saying is so...
let's just be done.
So common.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just be done today.
It's always one more. It's always, tomorrow never comes. It's always going to be tomorrow. So that, that kind of shocked me a little bit. How much people will not really be out to help you with that because they don't want to lose their fucking party.
They don't want
buddy.
to
I
lose
get
they don't want to lose their buddy. Yeah, I get it. It's not really necessarily them being bad people or anything. It's just like it's
And I'm not out there to judge. And like,
Yeah.
I love. That's the thing. I love fucking drinking. I love doing coke. I love smoking.
yeah.
And but I need to make sure I'm in control of it and not the other way around. And that's
Yeah.
kind of why the main thing I want to challenge myself here to quit for a while.
Yeah, losing that control is scary, dude.
Like I'll be. So I know I needed to quit drinking. I don't know if I said this already, but I'll be like, I'll get a ride home from JT, and I'll message him like a couple minutes later. Hey, I got home safe, not knowing he's the one that dropped me off. Like,
Oh, man.
So yeah, that's a fucking problem.
And he probably thought you were joking.
Yeah, no, he still tells that story. But I've done that with a couple people, and can't be doing that no more.
Yeah. It's like
I want to remember more of my life than I'm forgetting. So.
yeah, blackouts.
No bueno, because I'll have brownouts, but
Yeah.
once I get past that, it's the shots that always get me, and then
Yeah.
I go into, I don't know who that guy is. It's not me, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
I remember one time it was you and I don't think he'll care if I mention his name, Andy.
Yeah.
And there was that night where you guys got into a fight of some sort.
Yeah.
And neither of you remember what exactly happened.
So yeah, Bree was there too. None of us do remember really what happened. I mean, they told me some versions the next day or the days after, which I don't know, because Elrod came down like pissed at one point too. 'Cause
Yeah.
he was asleep upstairs, and there's a lot of I don't really know for sure. So I'm gonna say whatever they were doing or saying is probably more likely the truth. But I got like several different conflicting versions of what happened. So I don't really know for sure, and I don't want that to happen again. Like ever.
Yeah.
Because if I don't know, if I'm losing control like that, and I've never been a fighter. I've never been an angry drunk at all.
Yeah.
So for that to happen ever it's bizarre to me. Like it just confuses the shit out of me. It's like if I could actually get to that point, I don't want to ever again because I'm not a violent person. Like,
Yeah, turning into someone that you're not is very scary.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're losing control and people have to tell you about what you did. You're like, oh.
I woke up all bloody, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's like, the last thing I remember, I was cooking, I made like a pizza and like bacon and eggs, made all kinds of food and shit. It's like, because I knew we were all fucked up, and I needed to get them fed, and really I just wanted them to leave so I could go to sleep.
Yeah.
But then somehow we started fighting, and I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So, it's probably my fault. I don't know what I did. I probably said something shitty.
Yeah.
I probably had it coming.
I don't know. I know Andy too, so it could be. It could have gone the other way around. I don't know.
We don't know.
You guys both could have said something shitty.
But we were all good now, and because like the days after, we talked about it and shit. It was a good little joking about it on stage. So that was fun.
Yeah, because I think I saw you at a mic like the next day or a couple days after.
Oh, I really messed up his elbow with my face. I really got it good. That was like a good joke.
With my face.
Fucked it up bad with my eyeball.
Oh man.
So yeah, let's not do that again.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Either sorry, Andy, or fuck you, Andy. I'm not sure which.
Not sure, yeah. So we're just going to have to chalk this up to a draw.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my vote. I don't know how Andy feels, but I think we're about the same level.
So how long have you been considering, cutting back or doing this challenge for yourself?
I've
How long has it been lingering?
a while. Especially with my birthday. I just turned 39 on the 4th of July. And I hate my birthdays. I've never liked them until like the last few years. It's there's just something about them that I never I go through a little depression, like before
Yeah.
I'm coming up.
Not because it's the 4th of July, just because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's I don't know if it's a mortality thing or getting old thing or
Closer
just,
to the grave. That
Yep. It's something like that. But I'll go through a little phase of that. And as far as like times I've quit before, I've never really considered that I needed to quit drinking before or quit doing other stuff because it wasn't affecting anything outside. I was still getting to work, doing my things, and as far as other stuff, it was pretty good. But then I don't know. I just decided mainly I wanted to do it as a challenge because I've only really quit smoking cigarettes maybe 2 or 3 times, and that lasted. One time lasted about 6 months. The other times maybe a couple months here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And the other things I've never really considered doing before. So I was like, you know what? Let's try a little of everything at once and see what happens. And so yeah, probably about just because my birthday was coming up, it's like, man, fuck it, let's do something weird, let's try it, see what happens.
Yeah. So you had that pivotal. I can't speak when I say that word for some reason. That moment where you're just like, this date is a good way to start. Also a holiday, not only a holiday but your birthday. But and you were just like, well.
It was JT's birthday because he's the 5th, so I was like, all right, well, we gotta wait till the 5th.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been I'm liking it because I've
You feel like more productive or
definitely like I've been busy as shit lately, and that's another thing I noticed. I've been getting a lot more people just, and this could have been just coincidence, of course, too. But I noticed a lot more as far as getting messages saying, hey, you want to go do this other stuff that's not related to going out drinking and stuff like that, which is awesome. So it's kind of helping me fill in the blanks with different events, going to concerts, stuff like that. That where I don't need to be like in either a bar environment or wherever. Where I'm
so has it been like shows or has it been what was the most random thing you've done, like that you just got a message at it?
Just to go up to Des Moines to buddy of mine had an extra VIP ticket, so we went up there to the Dead South, which was an awesome show.
Mm-hmm.
Then to Adventureland, where we just kind of chilled in the water park for most of the day, which was a blast. And,
Love water parks.
Since I was taking that as like I'll call my sobriety like coming more of a diet sobriety light. Where that day was my cheat day.
I wrote sober-ish on the board, which is a phrase I've heard a lot.
I'm definitely.
It was your cheat day. Yeah.
I'm sober passing.
Yeah.
but yeah, that was so far that's been it. But other than that, I know I'm gonna go for a float down the river pretty soon. Maybe some either kayaking or just inner tube type stuff.
Have you been in the past or just in general an outdoorsy type of person or?
I do love. I haven't had a chance to do it a lot because I'm always either working a show or something. That's another thing. I can never go to other shows because I'm always working a show, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I love either floating or swimming, water parks, camping, just chilling out in nature. Especially if I'm doing some mushrooms. Like, big fan of mushrooms. Which that's not something I would ever consider really quitting. I'd be fine microdosing those a little bit, but at this point, acid though, I'm like, I gotta plan the day ahead if I'm gonna be doing it because I know it's gonna be a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
But because mushrooms, I don't consider to be negative in any fact. I've never had
a bad experience.
Nothing anything but like holistic or especially being out in nature. That's something that's perfect for going down a float or something like that. It just leaves you with a nice afterglow, no matter what. At least for me. So.
Yeah, and would that be like when you do mushrooms, you usually microdose them, or are you talking about like possibly microdosing them if you were to continue to do them?
At this point, I would probably just microdose occasionally, just to see, because I've always treated a lot of the drugs I do as experiment as far as psychedelics go. Definitely.
Yeah.
And I'll monitor very closely the intake as far as how much I'm doing, the method of intake, whether it be like edibles or
you got to watch it with those too. Yeah.
Edibles will sneak up on you real quick.
Oh yeah. I just watched the Tom Segura special, and he was talking about that.
Yeah.
He gave his mom edibles, and she kept
I'd
asking
love
for.
to see my mom on it.
She kept asking for more because she's like, it's not working.
Wait for
and,
it.
and then she just got just hit. Yeah, you got to watch it with those.
Oh, yeah.
He talks about, you know who Joey Diaz is?
Yeah.
Yeah, their friend Joey Diaz, who like just does like 300 milligram, 200 milligram edibles like at a time. He's a big guy, but still.
Which I get it, but yeah, that's like I'll eat.
I'll be sleeping.
No.
Yeah, like like
How many grams or milligrams in a gram? Is it 100? Or I guess I should know this, but because I'll usually take, if I'm doing mushrooms, probably eat about an eighth, like 3.5 grams, something like that. If I want a good trip, but I'm not a huge guy.
do you spread it out or do you eat it all at once?
All at once, gobble it
Okay.
down, and I don't dilute it. At this point, I've done them so much where I think I have kind of Pavloved myself into they taste good. Like they don't normally taste. They taste like shit. Right?
Yeah.
For most people, but
Yeah.
I've done them so much, I know what they're gonna lead to, and it's like I know. Okay, fuck it. Like let's go.
Yeah.
And bum, bum, bum. Just chew them up.
Well, even like it's been more recent, like specifically psilocybin has been proven to help with certain mental illnesses, like
Totally.
such as depression, specifically depression.
Yeah.
And yeah, my doctors even like brought it up like as something like that we might see as a thing in the future. Getting
highly believe it.
getting legalized, and yeah, obviously at a microdose level because they don't want people just doing it to get high.
It's one of those things that does kind of reset your brain's router. It's kind of an analogy I make for it. Where
Yeah.
It turns it off and back it on. Gives you a chance, especially being out in nature. Super holistic. It gives you a further appreciation for life. You see how like deep nature can be.
It's a perspective thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people who have done it, and when I was using different substances, I was always scared because I had one friend who had a really bad experience, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be that guy.
No.
So no, I was
And,
like,
I'm sure you've heard it before, but it's huge about the setting you're in.
and
Like,
it was a weird setting. Yeah, it was a group of friends, and
like I wouldn't want to go to a concert. I mean, I would still, but I wouldn't want to go to one on mushrooms. I would rather be out camping, floating down a river, like I said,
with like a couple people maybe, and not like a huge.
couple people that that
you're
are
cool
safe
with.
and they're chill. Like,
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't want the one jackass. Oh, you're on mushrooms. What's going on? Fuck that.
You don't want that. Yeah.
No.
I couldn't imagine going in public and doing that.
Acid, that's that's concert drug.
Yeah, that's that's always been like that. Yeah.
But it wouldn't be pleasant because I've never had a bad trip. I've had bad little moments, but there were things where
But it wasn't.
I'm gonna take a breath and I know this will pass, and we're gonna go on to whatever's next, and it.
You got to have a good mindset.
And it does. I mean, even when you get in those scary, and that's probably just natural life too. When you get in those either depressive or whatever moments, you take a breath and know that it's temporary. That'll move on and go from there.
Yeah. And also, like, the reason you're doing them is not necessarily like I'm trying to run away from something.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing, like with like people that are like more addictive and addicted to things. They're looking for that escape.
Yeah.
Like they'll just do anything. Like, oh yeah, I'll do the mushrooms. I'll do the acid. I'll do it both at the same time because I
think I could call that hippie flipping or something like that.
yeah, he's like if you flip it, yeah.
Maybe that's MDOT.
Because I do not like reality, and
See, you're exactly right. It's a perspective thing where it's if you use it to get more in touch with yourself, it's great. Like that's why I think mushrooms is getting studied more and more for like PTSD, for depression, and stuff like that.
oh yeah, PTSD is another one. Yeah,
Because it's been illegal so long. They same with marijuana that they never really had a chance to do any long-term studies until just how many years ago, a couple years ago, that started getting legalized, like Colorado and like Washington or Oregon or something. I don't know. But
Oregon, I believe. And I've also another one is ketamine. What's your
ketamine.
perspective on that?
It's like slightly hallucinogenic coke, like where.
So it gives you it's an upper kind of.
Yeah, it's well, depending on how much you do, I guess. Because I've seen what is it called, like a K-hole? Or
Yeah, the
something
K-hole,
sink
people get
into.
stuck, yeah.
So I've never had. I don't usually do straight ketamine, or I never had, but that's one I kind of forgot. A friend of mine always does what's called a party mix, where it's half coke, half ketamine, and
Whoa.
that it they kind of balance each other out in just a weird little way. But once you've been doing once you do a couple 8 balls, and at the end of the night, it's just you can't think anymore, and that's K-hole.
K-hole, yeah. But there is actually like clinics for ketamine now. That's actually been more progressive than mushrooms is like coming behind that.
Yeah. Which I've never been to one, but I would be curious to see as far as what like the intake, how they deal with it. As far as I'm assuming it's like extended release type of pill.
Yeah, I had a guest on the podcast, Dan Bush, actually.
Oh, really?
And he's been doing ketamine therapy for, I would say, a couple years now. And he goes like every few weeks or something, every couple weeks. And literally, it's like an IV.
Okay.
And he just trips for an hour. And
so again, resetting the router.
Yeah, he just resets, and then he kind of goes in there with like what he's gonna. He kind of has like a therapy session with himself.
Cool.
Is how he explained it.
Yep, that's awesome.
And there's also other ways to do it too. There's that way, or you can take it like they dose you. I don't know how. I believe it's nasally.
Okay.
Like through the nose, and then you actually have a therapy session with a therapist.
That would be super effective, I bet.
Yeah, because you kind of, it's kind of like an ego death type of thing. Like your guard's down more, so you're willing to open up more.
Way more receptive to.
Yeah, and the problem with those two things, because I've actually considered the one with the therapist, because I was like, I don't know, the other one seems more like
better to have it guided.
Yeah, I'd rather have like the guide. In case something happens or whatever, too. Well, obviously somebody would be there if you were, at the clinic. But, guide as far as my thoughts, though, because my brain could just be like, who knows?
Spiral out.
Yeah, it could spiral out.
It's the unknown factor of it, exactly.
Yeah. So the thing about that is it's pretty expensive. That's the problem. Yeah. Most insurance companies aren't really on board with that yet.
I could see that.
Yeah. It takes a while for... Yeah, don't get me started on insurance. I work with insurance, and I've seen how bad it is. It's
that was my first job. I worked for about a decade in medical insurance billing.
Oh, really?
And, and I basically did all the
disability, or
claims. It was everything from. It was mainly lab work. Pathology and stuff like that for Metropolitan Medical Lab, which they're kind of defunct now, or the Quad City Pathologist Group. I want to say like Genesis took them over at some point, or LabCorp or something.
Okay.
But it's insane.
So that was a regular gig for you for a while?
That was my very first job at like 16 to 26. I want to say I worked there for about a decade. Gradually worked my way up to accounts lead or whatever. I was like the second in command in the office or whatever. And but I was filing like, I'd say on average per month, like between $1 and $5 billion worth of claims, and just the percentage payout was like they might pay 20% of everything. Like it was atrocious, and like the calls you would get from people like who need the surgery or they need this or that, and shit would be getting denied by their insurance left and right.
Yep.
Either private insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, whatever. It's heartbreaking. Like,
it's very heartbreaking. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, with prescriptions, with
the
hospital visits.
Most of the time, we would tell them, call your doctor, have them change the diagnosis that's submitted under, because the diagnosis, they have like a payable list of codes that they'll pay under for diagnosis, and a lot of the times, depending on the doctor, they'll have some wiggle room on what they're like. if it's diagnosed as depression or if it's diagnosed as like whatever depression adjacent, like
Yeah. Major
something.
depressive disorder.
Yeah, depending on just a slight little change in diagnosis, that's all it needs a lot of the time for some companies to pay out. And that's so that's something people should always check out if that's an option. If things aren't paying with your insurance, like find out a list or find out from your doctor or somebody what are the payable codes that they would pay under, and let's see if we can work the doctor into getting that code on there instead.
Yeah, because you can refile claims and resubmit them
Totally.
if they've been denied. Yeah. I actually learned recently that I can go back because my psychiatrist is not in my insurance network. She's out of network. So I've just been paying her because I've seen her for a long time and I didn't want to find a new one because that's a huge pain in the ass. And we developed a good relationship, and she's really cool. She's looking into more like holistic and like she's learning more about like more natural stuff, which I really appreciate her for doing that and knowing that. And she also knows that, you know, I'm an addicted person as well. So we're on the same page there.
Oh, yeah.
So we're, but I've been trying more like supplement type stuff that are like more like herbal supplements and things like that.
Have you noticed any change or effect as far as
Yeah, like less side effects.
Cool.
Like more energy. Not a whole lot more energy. I'm working on that. Like my dependency on caffeine is something I really need to work on.
So guilty.
Oh yeah.
That one I'm not going to try.
Yeah, that one I don't even know if I want to try either. It's just like
at least for a bit.
Yeah, that's a real tough one. But yeah, I just found out recently and I was talking to her about, you know, hey, I would like to see you more often, but it's pretty expensive. And she told me that one of her other patients also out of network, and she takes, you know, the bill and submits claims manually through the insurance company. Even though it's out of network, they still pay for a percentage of it.
Hey, cool. Good.
And I'm like, ooh, I have multiple that I can send in. I'm like, you guys. So I'm gonna work on that and getting some money back for that, because that's gonna be huge. Because yeah, those especially psychiatrists, therapists are already expensive, but psychiatrists are even more expensive because they're the ones that can
actually
prescribe the meds and went to way more school and not way more school, depending on your therapist. I've had therapists that are doctors. They just can't prescribe medication. But
I was a roadside therapist for a while. That was a weird experience.
Roadside therapist?
So you're familiar with the Peanuts comic strip?
Yeah.
Like they had, what was it, Lucy set up a little psychiatry booth for 5 cents. So I went and built one. This was like probably 5-6 years ago. Something like that. And I would set it up just in different places around the Quad Cities, different streets, corners.
Dude, that's a great idea.
It was fascinating, man.
That'd be a great idea for me to do for this.
That actually, yeah, it would be. The stories I heard from complete strangers just blew my mind, from the things that people that don't have anybody else really to talk to a lot of the time too.
Yeah.
Because therapy is expensive as fuck.
Yeah, sometimes people just need someone to just dump.
And no, I know, and I love talking to them because, I mean, they tell me stuff like about their children that died when they were very young, or their addictions, their spouses abusing them, beating them, things that I would have never guessed, like just walking up to somebody on the street corner, but they needed somebody to tell that shit to. And so it was a heartbreaking, but also like, I'm glad they were able to get that stuff off their chest, you know? Yeah,
there's actually, I've seen people online. Have you ever heard of the website Fiverr?
Yeah, where you can get like basically $5 for whatever.
Yeah, it's not usually $5, but yeah, that's the starting point. Okay. But where somebody will do like a logo for you, or all kinds of different services
for anything.
Like, okay. And there is I think it's called I could be wrong, but it's some type of listener, like an active listener, where you basically, somebody pays you like they'd pay a therapist, but they don't pay you for your opinion. They pay you just to listen.
Hey, that's all a lot of people.
Yeah. Where like people will charge like anywhere from like $30 to $50 for like an hour. And you
That's-
literally
that's-
just like,
That's a pretty good guess. Like,
Yeah.
sit there for yeah, I'll do that.
yeah. I was like, that sounds like a great idea, but
In
I like
theory.
the idea of how long did you do the setup thing? Was it just like a short-term
I
thing that
set
you
it
wanted to
up-
try as an experiment?
Yeah. I set it up it was only really 1 year, one summer. Like I set it up out front of Theo's when it was still there over in Rock Island, down
They're
on the west
reopening.
end. Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they're
Oh,
gonna
they
call
did.
it Theo's, but they're redoing it.
Right on. There, I set it up outside like the west end on a corner, over kind of like High V. And there was like 2 or 3 other places, but it was really just kind of one off, and I documented everything, but I didn't like keep anybody's name or like give anything away I was just documenting it because I thought it'd be interesting and fun little experiment.
Yeah. So you documented documented it?
Just writing. Like I would keep pretty detailed
like a
notes
journal?
of everything. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I do it like down to the minute, like 5:01. Weird couple drove by, kid in the back stared at me. 5:02, like guy came up, talked about his meth addiction and child that died when they were 3. Okay,
Yeah.
So I documented it very specifically just to share it, and it was it like I said, blew my mind. This things people were ready to share because hey, they needed to get it off their chest.
So what is did you mimic like what they did on the peanuts, like kind of?
I did. I was like, hey, I did charge everybody 5 cents or whatever they had in their pocket. Like,
Yeah.
A couple people drove by, gave me a dime or whatever, and like,
Yeah.
most of the time it was just people would see that booth, that iconic, 5 cent the therapist is in.
So you
and
mimicked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'd drive by and just laugh their ass off, or like, this is hilarious. Is this real? That was most of it. Like,
Yeah,
are you serious here? What's going on?
Do you want to be serious?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of them thought I was crazy, but maybe I am.
That's a cool idea though. I like that.
It was fun. I know.
Do you still have it?
I burnt it.
You burnt it.
Because it got so mangled, and I was driving this old piece of shit.
Oh, it got mangled from moving it around.
Yeah, because I'd pack it up, and I was talking about building a new one, but never got around to it. But might revive it someday.
Dude, I would help you build that. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. Like, because I was actually talking, because I was talking about reviving it not too long ago, and getting a few different people that could run. I know,
Yeah.
say Kitty Bardot was interested, a couple other, one or two.
I would do it.
That'd be awesome because it is, like I said, it both heartbreaking but really inspiring, and it made me feel fucking both horrible and awesome. So it made me feel a lot. I know that.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's good to feel whether it's
knock that.
whether it's good or bad. I mean, it's good to feel and not be numb. You know,
Yes. Yep.
there's a lot of people that are just numb. I'm trying to keep the episodes right around an hour, just because I'm not Joe Rogan.
This I haven't been on. I was on Shane's. I was on Steve Jennings.
I didn't know Steve had a podcast.
I don't think he does it anymore.
No.
Because it had to be about 2 years ago, maybe more. Like, it was a while ago.
Do you know Devin Weiss?
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a long time.
Yeah, he doesn't
I
do
don't know him
comedy
super well.
He doesn't do comedy well. Him and Stevie were the first people I knew to ever do a podcast around here, and it was like 10 years ago.
Damn, okay.
It was called The Good Sirs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I do recall that now.
Yeah, and they had me on for an episode because I knew Devin because he worked at Jimmy John's with me.
Oh, right on, okay.
Yeah.
I just remember him from doing comedy because he was at the Speakeasy doing comedy for a while when I like first started.
Yeah.
I remember right, but then I don't know if he didn't do comedy anymore. It wasn't for him, but I haven't seen him around for the comedy scene at least.
Well, he's very busy. He's involved. Him and Dan Bush have a couple businesses together, so
Hey,
and
I
he's a
get it.
family
Yeah.
man, got a kid, you know.
Yeah, right on. But he was always hilarious.
Oh, he's
that's why I miss.
Dude,
like I remember even years
he's
ago.
super funny.
Yeah.
I think people. I'm pretty sure
So
Stevie's.
is Dan. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
they're both really funny. Yeah, and they've been told that they've been encouraged to come back. So
It'd be nice at some point. Maybe for alternating currents or someday, one of these times.
maybe they'll get
Bring it back.
inspired to come back.
That'd
You never
be cool.
know.
Yeah, someday.
I don't know, when I talked to Dan about it, he was like, I did it. I'm done.
See, I haven't done comedy for, I don't know. It's
It hasn't
probably
been that long.
Around 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. I didn't quit. I just have other, again, priorities and been busy as fuck. And if I want to do it, I want to actually take it seriously, like rehearse, not if I can just
read off the phone.
I'm always reading off my phone because my memory's shit. And hopefully quitting will improve that a little bit.
Yeah, it will. It should, anyway.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you were able to make it on, and glad we were able to record on a Tuesday.
Yeah, this was fun.
And it's the 69th episode, by the way. Nice. So that's fun.